Okay, today we are actually cleaning. It's pretty simple. It's actually just a solenoid. That's it. And this is the hole that the solenoid pulled in and out, and it let the, I guess they call it the wasted gas, come through here. This part goes into your carburetor. That's it. And I cleaned this part already. There's also a gasket right here. Some people do bypass it, and I saw a guy actually take this gasket and he used a Coke can, or in my case I used a Fanta can, made a gasket and just block that hole right there, so that way it won't go any further. It won't suck in the air or anything. Another thing is that you're gonna need something like this here to test your hole. I'll show you in a minute, but basically just carburetors cleaner, spray it, soak it up, and use a toothpick and just go around and see if you can clean it. There's a rod inside here. There's a rod in there. Let's see how dirty that is. There's actually a rod in there. So if you want, spray some of these in there. Okay. And then tilt it a little bit and use like part of your scissors or something and poke this up and down. The rod will get clean by doing that. And that's all you have to do. Shake it a little bit to get all that gunk out, to get it loose, and then just dump it out. And you can see this is pretty clean now, but before that, you see this right here, all dirty. That's what I had earlier, but it's a little bit better now. Each time you do it, it gets better and better and better. But make sure to use your sorry, out of camera there. Make sure to use your Q-tip. And after that, spray in that hole again. Shake it a little bit and dump it out again. And see the little carbon right there. And that's basically it. You can't really open this, and they did it on purpose. I tried to see if I can open it to clean the solenoid. You won't be able to. So that's all you can do, and they seal it from this end in. So in reality, you can't even open from this either. And like I said, they did it on purpose, so that way you have to buy it. You have no choice. You can take this out, but as far as I know, there's a ring right around here, so I lift that ring up. Once I lift that up, it just broke off from here. Now that ring, it just sits on top of it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have gaskets or anything, nothing. So basically, I think they just sealed this in so you can't repair it, and it forced you to buy it. Another way to make money, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to show you, I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to show you how to test this to see if it's working correctly. Okay, to test this, you would plug that in just like that right there. And then if you notice, I actually use tape and I plug and I taped it in these silver tape right here. And if you want to play with it, use a razor and poke a little hole in there, and you can see how it behaves. It actually really this moves really small. They don't move big at all. If they move big, the engine will shut off. And I would show you by turning on the engine right now, and I'll show you really quick how it behaves. But other than that, that's about it. I'm gonna put it back, but before I do, see where that circle is right there? I'm actually going to show you how it behaves by turning on. So let me get the key and go to the ignition. See how it behaved just fine, and the engine is running fine. So literally you can just take the gasket, this gasket that I made, and you can just bypass it if you want, because it runs just fine without that hole. Let me poke a little hole in it. Now you see the difference on the air. It's starting to die out. So you know that thing, if your engine is rough, that means that thing is not closing correctly. So it doesn't start at all. This might be your cause right here. Just that little stupid hole right there. And this right now, it's closed correctly. But let's see. I open really big now. It's trying to adjust itself. Item really rough now. So that little thing right there can cause your engine not to start at all if it gets stuck. Let's try it. Too much air. See how rough it's running? Let's try it again. Let's open it.